All right. It is 6:10 p.m. in Dubai now. It should be 7:40 p.m. in India. We shall start our session number 143. Today is 25th February 2023. And our topic of discussion is belief, awareness, knowingness, and being. So all these terms we often use when listening to any spiritual discourses or in a discussion. Means in normal terminology, in our day-to-day life, we almost use these terminologies, like one or another, like we use this terminology one or other, like it is just indication that the knowledge of a particular thing that has been used for all these kind of terminologies. But in the spiritual context, those are a bit different. Like each and every one has a deep meaning. And to be precise, if you like me to tell you in one single sentence, the end product of each is different. So that each one lead to a something which is different in the final product. In between, it may cross roads of each other. That's fine. But end of it, of that particular process, of that particular avenue, it leads to all different dimensions. And that's what it is important to understand, that the difference between all these terminologies in spiritual context, what is normally meant. And then we'll discuss about what is a clear understanding of experiencing them. So that is the topic for today: belief, awareness, knowingness, and being. So first, let us start with the belief system. So most of us, we operate in this area, belief system. We believe in something. So in that case, it is all about our belief system. Belief system, how it is developed. The belief system develops out of several layers of conditioning we keep having from the childhood. It can be childhood conditioning, educational conditioning, social conditioning, family conditioning, religious conditioning, or political conditioning. All these kind of different types of conditioning leads us to believe in something. On a particular matter, we believe something. So, and whenever we say that we are aware of something or we know something, so all these statements when you make, we basically refer to our belief system. That we know something means we believe in that. So it is. So in that sense, so those are, even if we use, that's what I am in the beginning I mentioned, even if we use the term I'm aware, I know, and all those things, in the spiritual context, those are a different thing. What you normally refer when you say I'm aware of it, I know about it, is all you talk about your belief system. You believe in certain things. That's what you claim to and that's what you claim you are aware of. So, and also the belief system and is a different to different people, and that's why the conflict and clash and argument, those happens. So because we believe something based on our own set of conditionings, and when anything comes in front of us, we look at that through the lens of our own belief system. So we don't have the full picture. We are just whatever we are convinced, only that way we look at things. And that is a main reason that all of it differ from person to person. Same situation, same thing, different people perceive in a different way. So It is also given the very old example given in the belief system, like a few blindfolded men, they have been taken to near an elephant. So they asked what it is. So they never saw the elephant before, say, for argument's sake, and they have to describe what is the animal it looks like without seeing it. Some of them, somebody holds its leg, say it's like a pillar. Somebody, holds its tail, it's like a rope, and somebody holds its trunk, it's like a pipe. Somebody is touching its belly, it looks like it's like a big, like a pot, or that big container and things like that. So, but none of them are actually true, because it is not the full and total description, they are not aware of the totality of that animal. So that's why whatever they are getting out of touching that part of the animal, they think the animal is like that. Same thing is in our belief system. When we operate through the belief system, and same thing, we come across anything we experience in our life, it filtered through our belief system, and we claim to know that through our belief system. Truth may be completely somewhere else, like in the case of this elephant, that actual animal shape of the animal may be completely different than our own limited perception of that particular matter. Of course, we come to a conclusion based on our input. Here, the input is limited because it's blindfolded only by touching. Input is limited, so that's why our output is also this limited in these cases. Okay, let's go back to our how belief systems are generated. The belief systems are generated, as I mentioned, about those conditionings. And as we are already conditioned, it is very difficult for us to know that it is conditioning, because it become a parts and parcel of me. So it is very difficult to understand about that. And this particular aspect, sometimes our belief system is so strong, we cannot get beyond that. And that becomes a big stumbling block in our spiritual journey. So spiritual journey is all about search of the truth, not to believing in something. If I am an independent person, I can think I am the tallest person in my town. Say, okay, I may believe anything, but unless until it's seen in that totality, you cannot conclude that. Unless and everybody in that particular town is stand in a queue and then compare, take measurement in totality, then only you come to a conclusion. But we claim based on our limited understanding of the facts, and that lead to the erroneous results. And it is true for every aspects in our life. Whenever we believe in something, almost likely that is not true, or at least not totally true. Okay, maybe it is your partial truth that you accept it as your truth. Okay, so but this particular aspect, belief system, then when we go into our further, go deep into that, and when first of all, why we need to go into that, because we need to get beyond that, because our spiritual journey will not start otherwise. We're stuck in the belief system, and our spiritual journey starts, which is outside the belief system. So we need to know the technique to go beyond the belief system. So our Guruji Prem Nirmalji, he said, he has a very good quotation on this. He said, if you believe you are not enlightened, you are not. But if you believe you are enlightened, you are not again. Means you are still not enlightened. Because enlightenment lies beyond belief system. As long as you believe in something, that means belief system has not disappeared. You are not enlightened. As simple as that. Okay. Okay. So to get enlightened, to be on the spiritual path, to be in the level where you are beyond your belief system. And in this belief has been always operated through our mind. So in other way, the technique to go beyond belief system is quite in our mind, like you do meditation. To go beyond mind is just quieten the mind so that mind doesn't interfere, so the belief system will stop operating, or at least even if it operates, we know it is a belief system, we don't touch it, we'll continue our journey, we know it is there, it's okay, nothing wrong with that. So in our belief system, all the superstitions, so many things are there. What we keep on hearing from our childhood times, all are there. But when you go beyond it, then you can check the truth of it on your own. You can judge on your own, check it, and accept it when it passes through that. That is, if it is true for all kind of situations, then it is true. This particular level is called the level of awareness. So you are aware that this particular thing has a limitation. This is, so more we experience it, go beyond mind and start experiencing it without any kind of conditioning, without any kind of lens of the belief system, the more we be closer to the truth. So in this case, that you are going towards slowly you are experiencing something, you look at it fresh, not what you heard before and it must be true because so many people are talking about it, or I read it so and so, or somebody told me, or my parents told me, or whatever. So those are not your truth. When you just you experience something, you look at it, but without any analytical mind, without any logical mind, then it will be your truth. This particular aspect is the awareness. So what happens is, on our spiritual journey, we develop our awareness. That is called awareness development. It's a process. So slowly you come to many things, and then we test it on our own way. We can realize it our own way. So and then finally, our experience stays with us, which is unique, and that's how awareness develops. Suppose we have heard about many fruits. Okay, and that some fruit is sweet, some is sour, and all this kind of stuff. But unless and until, so those are our belief system. Some fruits are sour, some are sweet, or some, all this kind of stuff. But unless and until we test it, we don't know the truth of that fruit. When we test the fruit, then it becomes our truth. Okay, suppose normally, one of my favorite example, I give the taste of a mango. Okay. If assume someone he never tasted a mango in his life, no matter how much lecture you give about the mango, how it tastes, is sweet and little fiberish and little this and that, soft and whatever you name it. So that person may perceive the taste of a mango is something in between an apple and a sugar cane, maybe. So something of that kind of thing he will imagine. Yeah? And no matter how many hours of lecture you give, how many photo you showed, and how many other people are saying yes, I tested, doesn't matter. Still, that person will not get it. So, what is the best way? Spiritual way is, don't waste time in giving lecture, reading, analyzing, or watching video, YouTube, and all those kind of things, or even listen to somebody else's experience, because all our experiences are unique. Get a mango, cut it into a piece, and give that piece to the person. Person taste it. He knows it. What is the taste of the mango? So, and this particular aspect is addressed for the lifetime. He knows how the mango tastes. No need to give descriptions how it is. So now he is aware of the taste of the mango. Earlier he was believing in something. Take this example a little in the from another angle, in the life wider angle or in a more broader angle. When you believe in something in your life, you are not there. You are trying to be there. Okay, that's why you need a belief system, because you are not there. So you just believe that you can walk maybe 5 kilometers per hour speed. That's your belief system. Okay. But when you are walking, actually walking, you come to know that your walking speed is 6 kilometers per hour. So you are aware of your speed now. Earlier, it was just a belief, 5 kilometers per hour. You are not there. You are believing it. It can be more, it can be less. It can be something else. So maybe you cannot walk beyond 100 meters, quite possible. Okay, or you can keep walking, or you can walk in a increasing speed maybe. We don't know. That is your truth. You start with 2, then after half an hour or so, you can make it 3. Then after half an hour, make it 4, and then 5 and 6, and it is increasing in every half an hour. More body accustomed to the walking, and you get more. So those are your experiences. You are aware of it now, about your speed of your walking. Earlier, you are believing something. You are not there. You are thinking. Your mind was projecting it. You are not there. But now you are aware of it. That is your truth. So, if I come back to this thing, so how we have the awareness, or as I said, awareness develops over the period of time. How it develops? Through experiences. Through direct experiences, it enhances. Earlier, it is just bulk of belief system. We may be a bucket full, call me, but now we are experiencing one by one, as in case of mango. So maybe with some more fruit. So now we are experiencing the many types of fruits. Maybe under mango, many categories of mango we are now having taste. So our awareness is increasing and increasing through experiences. So more we experience, more we are aware of it. And this awareness is a first-hand experience. It cannot have a via media or somebody else's experience. Then it is again is something of via media stuff. It is not your truth. So you are not actually aware. It is, you believe that it is like that, but it is not your awareness. So I hope I have just make the distinction between the belief system and awareness clear. Now let me explain what is the role of awareness. Why the different people, all are human being. Everybody has got the brain and hand, mouth, eyes, and all those kind of things. So in the spiritual journey, why we are different. Somebody said that somebody is spiritually evolved and somebody is not at all spiritual. Somebody we call enlightened. Where is the difference? All are human beings. So what is the difference? The difference lies in awareness level. Somebody is not aware of the spiritual path. They are unaware. Somebody is little bit of aware. They know there is a path, but they have not walked yet. Okay, so they call, there are different terminologies. I'm not going into all this thing. They call jiggashu, means they are inquisitiveness about that path, but not walked yet. But they know there is a path. Earlier is unaware, means nothing. Even they don't believe it exists, any path beyond their physical existence. Okay. Somebody believe that there is a spiritual path. There is something called spirituality, but they have not started their journey yet. They're inquiring about it. Some of them, they came to the spirituality and started walking. They call seekers. What they seek? They seek the truth. And to be precise, they seek the truth of themselves. What is self? That the truth they are seeking. And in the journey, then they met with some spiritual guides or gurus and all. They help them to, or maybe some practices they teach, just to, mainly they practice how to stop your mind so that you don't fall back to the belief system, and then you go into the right direction, which is a spiritual path. Then awareness is keep growing. More and more your awareness grows, you that much the elevation happens in your spiritual life. So difference between an enlightened master and a seeker is simply they're in different awareness level. At that moment, that will change. Okay. Then at one point of time, it will come that awareness will come to some level. So where that is called nothing else to know. Okay. So nothing else to experience. So that is called total awareness, full awareness. Means, say there is a one chandelier full of lights, say lamps. So all lamps in that chandelier is now glowing. So that is total awareness. In the total awareness, what happens is that all the dark patches, the areas which was not known before, now becomes known. They come to the light. The light of awareness has been reached to a level where all aspects of the life are fully lit. That is the state of knowing. Knowing whom? Know yourself, know thyself. So when you are in that state, that nothing, no aspect of your life is left untouched. It's everywhere, all the pockets, the light of awareness has reached, then every aspect of your life is glowing. So then you come to the level of total awareness, 100% aware of yourself. Or in that state called that, who is aware of what? Awareness is aware of itself. It is not about aware of something. Initially, when we use the word awareness, the people talk about many things. Awareness about the COVID, awareness about something, awareness about what to eat, what to not to eat, and awareness about some place where the restrictions are there, and all those kind of, where you need a permit, and all those are different type of awareness. This awareness is nothing to do with that. Those awareness are used as some form of special information. This awareness in the spiritual level has nothing to do with information. It is about that you're experientially understanding the truth. So when all this truth, when it expands, then you becomes to a state of knowing. Means no further effort is needed. You are fully aware of all aspects of your life. That is a state of knowing. The characteristic of knowing is all forms in the knowingness is all forms of identification dropped. There is no identification left. Just like our example, awareness of what? So no identification. Who is aware of what? Nothing. That's why because awareness is aware of itself. So it is self-contained. In the state of knowingness, all these kinds of identifications are dropped. It gives complete clarity of the truth, and you experience. So in that, you are in total awareness. You know it. You need not to get any proof or of anybody else to validate it, because there is no identity left. There is nothing else is needed. No validation needed. See, suppose I was giving earlier some example that about the, say, walking speed and all those kind of things. Suppose your height is, say, maybe 5 feet 8 inches, suppose, but your belief that you may be 5 feet 10 inches. Okay, that was your belief earlier. Then what you have done? So next stage is you measure it, and put it on some scale or something. You measure it and find maybe it's your belief. Then you find it is it was not 5'10", it is, say, 5'8", 5 feet 8 inches. Okay. So now you are aware of this truth. So when you had that experience of this truth, you no need for somebody else to go and confirm and verify. So now you have done it yourself, that experience, and then you come to know the truth. Now it becomes your awareness. You are aware of it. So in this case, in this awareness, ultimately lead you to the knowing that you are 5 feet 8 inches. You need not to measure every time. You know that now. And for that, you don't need any validation. So in earlier, also you were saying 5'10", but that was not your knowing. That was your belief system. And then in the process, awareness happened through some processes. Then you yourself confirmed and just realized the truth that you are actually 5 feet 8 inches. And then it becomes your knowing. You know now. You no need to confirm every time. Okay, maybe say sun will rise tomorrow morning. It is your knowing. You need not to confirm it or having any doubt, because your previous experience confirmed that the sun rises every morning. So this way, you need not to confirm it again and again and again. That's your knowing now, and you stay in that. So that becomes your knowing. So these are small examples I have given. When you expand it into all your spheres of your life, then you become that knowingness. So that knowingness. So we come to the level where it is knowingness, where all identification of drops. Means, who said that it was, sun rises in the morning, and what are the things to be disputed? This doesn't matter. You know it, and matter ends there. So it is all about knowing it. Like your height, say if it is 5'8", and you know it, and matter ends there. There's no further verification, confirmation, or revalidation, or everything is needed. It's done. So you come to the state of knowingness by dropping all the identities of from where it has come and who said and who not said and all this kind of things. It becomes a part of the truth. Now, when you come to this kind of the knowingness, of in all aspects of your life, then you are completely clean to move further on your spiritual journey. Means you are already come to a level of enlightenment now. So it is now about that, having that, going further, nothing else to know. It is all everything is known. So you are in the category of known. And then what you do, you experience with that knowingness, you experience the oneness with the Creator. Nothing else to learn, nothing else, no input, no further experiences needed to, to reach at this level of awareness. It's total awareness. So now you just be there. So if you are all areas of your awareness is lighten up, then you become complete knowingness. This complete knowing, with that state, you experience yourself. So you said we are all one. To experience oneness, that is the state of your being. That is an experience who really you are. So this comes from the complete knowing and the self-realization. And when you, through complete, knowing, dropping all identities and all, full of awareness, you experience yourself. That is your experience of being. In this experience of being is a complete purity. Means there is mind and etc. left long time back. That means interference of mind and all. So in the state of purity, when you experience yourself, that your self-realization happens, the oneness you felt, that is the state of your being. We have taken birth on this planet Earth to experience our state of being. That's why we are called human being, not human doing. People are stuck in doing many things, and they never gone to a level beyond belief system. So this path that takes you to your ultimate goal of human life is experience your beingness. So that it is only possible in a human body. It is not possible in the lower forms of life, some animal and other. It is not possible. Why? Primarily, it is because their level of awareness is low. They cannot reach to that level. Because they cannot reach to the level of awareness is low, they cannot have that kind of awareness, that kind of knowingness to experience beingness. Because they will just circle around it, but they cannot, because their level of awareness is low. So somebody was, just take it as a joke. If you go to any pilgrimage, on the mountain, say Vaishno Devi or anybody, any other holy place and all, you say there is a mountain, you have to just climb, and there are a lot of horses and mule and etc. They are there, they carry people, up to that and come down to that. So people do, there maybe few times in a lifetime they go for this kind of pilgrimage, to seek blessings of the divine. So they get a lot of, they accumulate money, plan it, and travel there, and a lot of it. Finally they went there and all this kind of stuff. So whatever so-called, that whatever you earn, punya, you earn. So by that visit, the pilgrimage, People say those, the animals who carry those kind of devotees from bottom of the hill to the top of the hill and all this thing, maybe few times in a day, sometimes. So they should be having more, punya, more, spiritual advancement, more faster advancement. But daily they are going there in a high energy spot. Means pilgrimage is basically high vibration energy spot, Shakti Sthal. So it does not happen to those animals simply because their level of awareness is low. No matter how many times they go there, they cannot go to a level of total awareness so that they can be in that knowingness, and then from there that self-realization can happen. So that is the main reason for that. So this is also true for human being. Somebody with a low level of awareness, even if they travel multiple times, they don't get the same benefit. What, like a person vibrating high can go, just a minor visit is good enough. Or at least come to nearby is good enough. That clicks. So those things, they do happen. So anyway, so this is the, so what we are here, we are experience our self-realization, our beingness. Beingness is that experience of oneness with the Creator, where our soul consciousness merges with universal consciousness. That is the time we experience ourselves as a complete form. So then, in that kind of experience, it is, even though you have your own experience of oneness, okay, but many people has expressed in a different ways, and so you can realize that your state of being is, you are that, the creator of that, this universe. Everything is created for you. So this is, so you are not a powerless creature, or trying to do something, and you are struggling with the mess of life and try to come out something. You are not that. Okay. You can, if you wish, to change your reality. But there also, there is a catch. People wanted to be something. They wanted to get rich. They wanted to, good relation. They wanted this and that. So the level of operating is the belief system. They wanted to be, they wanted to be rich. More you say you wanted to be that, in the state of your being, the universe takes that you want. That means you all the time, you will keep wanting that. That means you never reach there. You keep moving towards that, and whole life become your progress towards that, and it is all moments in progress. That's all it is. Yeah. So now, when you are aware of the truth and comes from the complete knowingness, then you can manifest anything in your life. It doesn't matter what you want, you be. Though the fine code, the key is to be that. So if you want to be, anything, first you have to completely know, drop the conditioning, completely know that, yes, I am that. And from that, whatever you operate, that will happen. So many people, say that, no, this is not possible, that is not possible. And you believe that you will die one day. So that's why the death comes. Or somebody asked Amar Jyotiji that, how come you live for so many years? He says, you believe in death, that's why death came to you. And I don't believe in, that's why it didn't come. And it is so true. It is simple, but true. The moment you doubt it, you come down from being state. Okay. You are believing something. Belief will not take you there. There's a lot of book written on the belief system. You can, manifest anything in life through your belief and all those things. That is not fully true. Why not fully true? Because there the vibration element is missing. Your awareness element is missing. So your knowingness is missing. You can manifest anything in your life if you know your actual power. Knowing actual experientially, then anything is possible, can be manifested. But you doubt. And the doubt pulls you down. That will never manifest. That is the key. There are a lot of examples. Okay, Amar Jyotiji have given example. There are a lot of examples like levitating, elevation from the, lifting from the ground, defying the gravity. Many masters have shown these things. Many to Jiv Samadhi by just this state and put below something grave, and they stayed there for a long time and then came out. There are masters and they defied whatever you need, food and water to survive, to live. They've gone beyond. Okay. You need, there is a minus 30 degree temperature, you need a clothing and all those things. Somebody gone there without, any, winter dresses, barefoot, and they survived. There are many such things. But all those is possible from the state of knowingness, and you operate in the state of beingness. Everything is possible. So in that, it is a very powerful state. So whether then you command the universe, okay, you are not a servant of the universe. You are the creator of the universe. You command who you are, and that be, so be it. Soham, you are that. So you be it. If you can hold that state, everything is possible. And possible in your reality or any level of, any level, any dimension, it's all possible. So that is the state of beingness. But any amount of, thinking, is it possible? I never experienced it. I never realized it. A moment that comes, it goes. See, I met Reverend Alex Orbito in 2015. So I told him, psychic surgeon, he put hand into in the body to bring the negativity out and all this. So he has showing initially when he was practicing initially, he has some mark here and there on his own body because he first tried on himself. Initially, he got some cut. Actually, he damaged his body while attempting it. Why? He was telling, I had a little bit of doubt. Is it will really work or not? And then I harmed myself. Then actually the harm has happened. But later on, he has perfected it simply by knowingness. Simply state that in the state of being, everything is possible. Anyway, I've given few examples just to make it clarifying it. So to conclude that now, so I hope now you understand the belief system, then go to awareness, develop the level of awareness, come to the level of knowingness, all identities get dropped. And through that, you experience oneness. That becomes your self-realization with the Creator, and it is the state of your being. So that is the complete, the spiritual journey, and that's what we came here in the art for, so to experience. With this, I will conclude this learning session. if there is any question, so you are welcome to ask me. Yes, Vikas, go ahead. Vikas, you can unmute yourself and ask your question.
Yeah, I forgot to unmute. I just wanted to know what is the exact difference between awareness and knowingness. I could not get it properly.
Yeah, I see. Okay. So when the awareness reach to its peak, yeah, it is called total awareness. Then the identities get dropped. The identities get dropped. There is no trio left, like who is watching, who is aware of whom and what. This mechanism get dropped. Pure, lifelong, that particular truth. So that is the knowingness. So in one sense, when you drop all identities,
RPA,
all paraphernalia, you simply know it.
In between
doesn't need any kind of reference whatsoever.
RPA, in between your video stalled. Can you please repeat?
Okay. So what I am saying is that in the level of total awareness, okay, total awareness, well, all identities get dropped, all references, all identities get dropped in the purest form. When you experience that, that becomes your knowingness. And that does not need any kind of revalidation or anything whatsoever. It becomes part of your truth, and that's it. So that is called knowingness. So that's what let me go back to the level of you're measuring your height. So your original height, you are believing it is 5'10", but actually you measured it to be 5 feet 8 inches, which is the awareness. You are now aware of it with respect to something. You measured it or some event happened. After that, that 5 feet 8 inches become your knowingness. Now you need not to measure every time. You now know. Okay, so that is the difference. So in this awareness of your height and knowingness, only the identities, all the paraphernalia, that measurement and all this get dropped. That's all. You now know.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Varpi.
Any other question? By the way, if the video gets dropped, we are approaching to 1 hour. I don't know whether it will continue after 1 hour or not. If it is get dropped, then I will send you another link. If there is so far I don't think, because it is showing that it is still green and okay and all this. If it is video stops automatically, then I will send you another link in the same way, and then you can connect back for the next to continue our session. If this session continues, just that is fine. I'm just telling you in advance what to do in case the video link got dropped. Any other question, anyone? Okay, Indranil, you have any question?
Yeah, Pranam, RPG. As always, I mean, deeply grateful, and I think this is at a different plane, completely different plane. And so I had a question, and I took some time actually to formulate or articulate that question because it appears a little somehow complex, I think previous satsang that we had, we talked about the unconscious chances to conscious choices, and essentially, the reactive state of mind, and from where we could go to a state where we kind of silence our mind, and then we live in the present, and that's the way we connect with our highest self, right?
Yep.
And so is there a kind of correspondence? So that unconscious choice, is that a state of the belief system in some way?
Correct. That's right.
And the progression is
their mind is still operating.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's
and
basically
then we go into the next level,
ways.
And the progression happens in the state of awareness.
Right. So it's the same journey, just
state you experience yourself. Otherwise, it will be half truth.
Yeah. So, for example, in a parallel,
So you are not developed that level yet. Yeah.
Right. So if it is possible, when I'm connected with my highest self, moment by moment, every moment, without losing that connection,
Yes.
probably it is at that stage.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that is a requirement to be at the present moment. Everything happens at the present moment.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So, but going into the present moment doesn't guarantee that oneness of being.
Right.
Okay, you are there. You are stop the mind and all those kind of things. You are ready. But to experience, you are experiencing in a not. That is the state of full knowingness and complete awareness that you experience yourself. That is the self-realization.
Right.
No. Okay.
Thank you. I'm grateful.
All right. God bless you. Any other question? Okay, I think
Sir.
Shweta. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Actually, not any question, but the session was so empowering, sir. So much empowering, as if we are the real child of God, and for us there is everything. My goodness, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
God bless you. Let me share another truth. Okay. See, the topics and discussion, these are just a bahana. Okay. So this is about just when you are communicating, it's to come together we are sharing that we are in the energy field of pure love, and that is the most important aspect rather than the content of it. You may be sitting down with your master with a cup of tea and asking about the climate. Doesn't matter. The content doesn't matter. Important thing is to be in that energy field of the pure love, and that to experience that. So what you're experiencing is that. Okay. Or it is not much about exactly what topic has been discussed, and how important the topic is, but how in-depth knowledge one may have on this, it doesn't matter actually. So that is also truth. So anyway, so that is the thing. What you are experiencing is you are not knowing anything new. I'm nobody to give you any kind of new lesson or new knowledge or anything. Everything is known by your higher self. You are just remembering it. I'm helping you to remember of what you already know. You means your higher self. Okay. So that is the time to time different topic we bring and share and this and that and all you already know. And you just see, and what happens is as you already know it, so from your inner side is get connected and feel the joy of having the truth, yeah, experiencing that truth, what you already know. Okay, so what the good feeling you have about having the joy of that your own truth, that's what you are experiencing, and that's what making you feel content of this of the session. Okay, all right. Hari Om, you have any
Guruji,
question?
Pranam. What I understood about knowing was, Guruji, when your broadband is established and you get the knowledge is downloaded, that we call it as knowing. What we acquire in this physical world through any other means is called knowledge. That is what I understood.
Mm, mm,
So
mm.
now, what we are saying today is that knowing is when all the bulbs are lit. But what I was understanding was that
Yeah.
suppose I know my height is 5'8". I believe it is 5'8". When I go and measure, it
Mm,
becomes 5'9". So that 5'9" is my awareness level. It's not my
mm.
knowledge. It is my knowledge also, no?
No, it is initially you develop. No, it is about your awareness has reached to the level where you know your own truth. Okay, that is the knowledge of your height has been come to a level where you know your own truth, but knowingness come after that. when you don't need any further measurement or confirmation, you now know the truth. Okay, so that is the time that is different than what you had earlier about your believings in something. Okay, that is, there lies the difference. Now the knowingness has come through direct experience. So the process is complete, all lights are lit, and from that you are expressing yourself. Okay.
So basically, what we are saying is that when the knowing happens, means you come to your original unmanifested state.
Mm, no, knowing happens when all identification gets dropped.
Fine, because that
There
is
is a
understood, Guru.
pure. Mhm.
Because till the time we have all these identifications, it means we are having a separative consciousness. It means that is the ego.
Yeah.
Once all the ego gets dropped, then we are saying that we come to
Mm.
your original state of being. We are one with the
Yeah.
universal consciousness. So the one with the universal
Yes.
conscious means that is the unmanifested state of ours.
That is, yeah, unmanifested, or that is the origin of all
Origin,
manifestations.
all manifested. Okay,
Origin of all manifestation. We touched that. We touched to the core,
okay.
from where everything has come.
Come.
So we
Okay.
realize that the
So we
source,
have gone back to the
the
source.
different. Yeah, we never left the source. We are
Ah,
already
ah.
there. We realize that. That's all it
We
is.
realize that.
Okay,
Okay.
self-realization. Yeah.
Okay.
So we realized our source directly. Okay.
Okay.
And when we operate from there, that is the state of our being.
So Guruji, one more question. Like you were saying that
Mhm.
whenever we are with our true Guru, the content doesn't matter.
Mm.
Now, as far as I
Yeah.
understand, the Guru is omnipresent. So throughout the day, he is
Mhm.
aware about us.
He
Or
means you're talking about a person. So it's a Guru Tattva. Yeah. Mm.
Guru Tattva is
You are
agree.
living Guru Tattva.
Living Guru Tattva is
You
aware
are
about
you are
us.
living your Guru Tattva. Mm.
My only
You are
thing was that
living your Guru Tattva. Means
uh, to be in physical presence of a Guru, or we assume that Guru is not a Vyakti or is not a person, it's a force, omnipresent, this thing. So, whether we sit with next to him and discuss or don't discuss, he is aware about us.
he's forget about whether he is aware or not aware, doesn't matter. Okay. But about you, okay. What I am saying is, when you are in the energy field of a master, of your guru, then that energy fields opens up the channel automatically without any
Okay,
effort.
without any
You
effort.
feel that
Understood.
joy.
Mm,
Yeah, you feel your own truth, what you already know.
okay,
Guru is not importing anything new and dumping on you. Okay. Guru
understood.
is only allowing the channel to open up,
Right, right, right,
so that you experience what you need to experience in a human body.
right. Good,
Okay.
right. Thank you so much.
All right. God bless you. Vani, in between you raised your hands. You have any question? Vikas, I'll come back to you. Vani?
Guruji, yes, but I wasn't sure whether it is for this session. But let me ask. Um,
Okay.
in this journey, when going to places like a divine place, do we get any benefit out of it in the journey specifically?
Yeah. Yeah. It is actually the all the holy places. I think that's what you mean. Pilgrimage or holy places,
Mm-hmm.
or places of worship, etc. So here, what happens? Their vibrations are high.
Mm-hmm.
So the environment that creates our own vibration to raise higher than wherever we are. Okay. So that helps our journey, because we are in a progress to that next level. So it helps us to go to our own next level.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
that way it helps. Like it is just like a swimming in the flow of the river.
Okay.
So it helps our swimming. The flow of the river helps us to reach our destination faster.
Okay. That's all I wanted to ask. Thank you.
Okay, all right. Yeah, God bless you. Yes, Vikas, you have a question?
Yeah, RPA, after hearing your discussion with Hariom, can we conclude like this, or maybe understanding wise, then fully knowing means knowingness and beingness. It's the same thing.
Knowingness can happen on the multiple aspects of you. Okay. But beingness is with the creator, only one. When all these merges into that one, then you are in the state of being. Okay. It comes from knowingness. Okay. When this kind of the multiplicity, it came from different channels, we come to know about different things from different channels. When the all channels disappear and only that, the thing what is accumulated, which is knowingness, we stay with the knowingness only. That helps us to realize ourselves as the creator.
Okay.
Okay, but without jumping the step will not be possible to go there. Okay. Like climbing a mountain. Yeah. So how to reach to the mountain top when all distances vanish?
Yes. Yes.
If you say technically, all distances vanish, you reach to the top. Huh? But it is very confusing to understand that if there no distance, then what is that to, where to reach and how to reach? But question doesn't, that's a state of beingness. When your journey completes, no matter you came from which side or how many distance you traveled, whom to help you took, what instrument you used, what gear you wear to climb to the mountain. But when your journey stops, no further distance is left, you arrived at your destination, and that is your beingness. Okay. That can happen only once. Means it cannot happen multiple times on the journey.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, RPA. It's really good session.
Okay. God bless you. Okay. In between, Monica wanted to ask something. I see you somewhere. If there is any question, if not, then it's all right. Okay, fine.
No RPA.
All right. Okay, all right, fine. So if there is no further question, then we'll go into our Kriya and meditation. So now just sit straight. And breathe in and breathe out a few times. And relax yourself. Now take a deep breath in for 3 Om chanting. Now Guru Vandana. Akhanda mandala karam vyapam yena characharam tatpadam darshitam yena तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। गुरुब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुदेवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः।